Today we're going to be featuring Kingambit. It's a Pokemon that, like, doesn't really see play anymore, and I think it's actually a really, really good mon. I think that, you know, a lot of people are using Koraidon, Hands, Tech still, and, like, Kingambit has a great matchup into Grim. You can't go for those Thunder Waves, and if you can force the Miraidons to Fairy Terra through the use of, like, bullying them to, like, Koraidon and using, like, Lilligants and stuff like that, if you can force the Miraidons into a Fairy Terra, all you gotta do is bring out that Kingambit and just swing him with that Iron Head, easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's a really good mon into, like, Incin, and I think it could just be a really, really underrated, like, mon in the meta. It sounds so weird to say Kingambit's underrated, but I think it's actually a really cool pick. It's great into, like, Zenta Shadow Rider, too, because you can flip on that Ghost Terror to avoid Body Press. You have Sucker Punch for Shadow Rider, Low Kick for Zenta. I think it's just a really, really cool mon. We're going to be pairing out on a Sun team with Koraidon, Covert Cloak Regenerator Ho-Oh, a standard Specs Flutter. This is a big fast flutter, and then like Amoonguss Lilligant. I think Amoonguss and Lilligant look kind of weird here. I think this team does take a fat L to Miraidon if they're really like a really good player. But that being said, like we have the coaching play with the Lilligant next to like the Ho-Oh, the Koraidon, and the Gambit. We have multiple ways to put things to sleep if they don't have Miraidon. So it'd be really cool to get some wins with this team, but I think this is definitely something that's worth testing. So let's go play some games. Wish me luck. Here we go. I think I'm gonna bring the Lilligant or the Flutter. That's like where I'm looking, but like I'm not seeing the value in Flutter here versus like this team. I think that Lilligant would have more value. I know that sounds weird, but like, let's just try it. Let's go. Yeah, so I can make any time zones really work. The fact that you're Eastern time means I just have to, you know, be up early, but I get up at 5 in the morning. So like if you want to do 8 a.m. your time, like I can make that work. I can do the afternoons. The fact like people are East Coast makes it sometimes a little bit easier to do those later sessions. Like if you want to do it at like 5 p.m. Your time, that would be 2 p.m. my time. That'd be perfect, you know? But anytime really. All right, here we go. Zacian Ogre. Yo, big anger. Holy moly, he's popping off out here. I think what we can do here, I think you just Sleep Powder the Kyogre, honestly. And I'm wondering if I should Terra this Ho-Oh. I don't think I should. I'm thinking about this play. Tailwind? Oh, I didn't lead Lilligant. I let Amoonguss. Sorry, that's different. Hold on. Then we have to Terra. Let's try that. Let's try that. So we're going to be pivoting in Koraidon and turning the Sun on. I don't know if I needed to Terra my Ho-Oh here. Like, I really don't know if I needed to Terra it, but I'm going to Terra it. I don't think I needed to, though. It's hard to say, right? I think it's actually really hard to say if I should have Terra'd it. Ice Beam, rip. And your Scarfed Ogre. Sub! That's really cool. So Scarf Ogre, huh? Damn, what a guy. What a gamer. Tried to box Spore. That's fair. He's going to sub. Or sorry, he's going to protect. Now it sucks you're locked into Ice Beam too. I guess I can just pin the Ogre. I don't need this for anything else. You can take out my Koraidon. That's fine. Scarf Ogre is a problem. Okay, that works for me. Yup. Yorp. Holy moly. Get out of here, bro. No Protect Zacian is nuts, by the way. That guy just let Scarf Ogre, bro. Sheesh. Who are you going after? Nice. Really happy to hit that. Cool. So you can hit the Koraidon here. I can bring out the Lilligant. Like, I think Lilligant's great here. Player up in a... Oh, Koraidon. Nice. That mom was... That's so good. That's so good. I really wish I didn't Terrasilize this Ho-Oh, but at the same time, that's what kept the Kyogre in there. So it's kind of cool. I think I show the Lilligant here. Coaching is great here. Leaf Blade can pin things. We have Sleep Powder. You can't fake out the Ho-Oh, and I think they're going to fake out the Ho-Oh. So let's see how this one goes. If they send out, like, let's see what they send out. They still have Terra. They don't know the bird is a threat. I know, right? They should just be protecting. honestly, if I'm being honest. So you can't fake out both these. This is POW. Nice. Yeah, we're just gonna sleep powder the POW. Zacian might Terra, but like if we get the burn, that's game. I wonder if close combat KOs Zacian from here. Right? Am I wrong? I wonder if it does. That'd be kind of cool, right? Protect. Absolutely fair. 75% chance to win the game this turn. Ah, never lucky double protect. Never lucky, bro. I think close combat KOs that Zacian. Am I wrong? Can I run the calc? Let's calc this. Let's get my calc on. All right, Lilligant. So Lilligant, Hisui with Sword of Ruin. You guys can see the calc right here. Oh, not the item swamp right, LML. Sword of Ruin into Zacian. Zacian crowned, blank set, 50, 252, close combat. 59 to 70 will not KO, even with that Sword of Ruin shred. That's nuts. Absolutely fine doing the exact same play, though. Yep. Pivots. Okay, you got goggles? Or are you just getting put to sleep? Okay. That shouldn't be goggles. He's going to go Terra, but like what Terra does Zacian go that gets out of this? Water? Would you really be Water Terra on this team? You can double dip Fairy. Dragon. Okay, I was going to say it looks stellar for like a second. That's fine. It's good Terra. Terra Zacian is very standard. This, if I get the burn here, it's super gone, by the way. Let's go. That's a huge sleep pattern. That's probably Scarfed Ursh. So we're going to be able to reapply our Tailwind here. Maybe pivot in our Amoonguss for a turn or something. Big fire. Oh, yeah, to put it in range for close combat. No burn. Never lucky. Never lucky, bro. Okay. Was the Ogre Scarfed? Oh, you're right. You're right. Sorry. Sorry, you're right. You guys are so right. My bad. Last turn, Sun. I'm going to reapply my Tailwind. And I think that we can just close combat there. They can protect. I guess I could take out the POW and get my Tailwind again. I like that. I vibe with that. He tried to use... Oh! The Zacian's not protecting. That's weird. That's so weird. Sub. Huh. That's fair. I like that play. Alright. I got an idea. There's no reason to lose this Lilligant at all. I think that like all their monsters are single target mons, so you might as well just go into Amoonguss and be like, yeah, Rage Powder's a thing. What are you gonna do? Hit me with a Zacian that's like 10%, bro? I could get the Ursh off the board. I don't think we need to. I want to see if they actually like Aqua Jet. There's the wake up. There it is. Aqua Jet. There it is, bro. Bodied. Absolutely bodied. Break sub. And you can play off the Ho-Oh. I don't really... yeah, you can play off Ho-Oh. We have Recover on it. And Regenerator. You can also go into the Lilligant. Because you didn't know if you were going to wake up. Yep. Absolutely okay. Okay. Oof. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, what are you going to do? You know? You can't sub anymore. Yeah, imagine if we got the burn on that Zacian. That would have been sick. Yeah, we'll see. Amoonguss is a really good mon here. Like a really good mon. But we need our Ho to have a little bit more health. Great protect. Love that for me. I want to see if they're close combating. They're just going to lose their Ursh here, bro. Bye, Ursh. Peace be with you, bro. And the Zacian's protecting to be on cooldown, so I think that we just get this fat heal. Yep. CC the Mungus. It's fine. Rip. Alright. Let me think about how we're playing this. Because this is starting to get a little dicey spicy here. There is a way to, I think, always win from this situation. Last turn of my Tailwind. I think the right play is to just go... I think they have to double protect. Because their protect's on cooldown. I think that's the line. Yep, you have to double. And then I'm going to have to bring a Lilligant and go for like a Sleep Powder play. But like, it's our best shot. Get him a Mungus. I don't think Spore's right. I'm not vibing with the Spore play. I'm just going to go for the Rage Powder. Try and get some value here. I should be able... Oh, dude, Zacian's going to get KO'd here. Nice. Perfecto. And I want to see if you have Icicle Crash or Ice Spinner. If you have Spinner, you're going to take a Rocky Helmet Tick. And if you take a Rocky Helmet Tick, I just throw both my Mons into the POW and win the game. Nice! That's just game. We win with Lilligant Ho-Oh. Cool. I think Spinner's very common on that team. Rocky Helmet. Value has been wrought today. And the only way we lose now is a Sacred Fire Miss. So, let's see what we got. Yep. The Ice Spinner, oh, lose the Lilligant. Works for me, buddy. Works for me. Should have hit the Lilligant and forced me to hit the 95% accuracy move. Cool. We take those wins. Nice. Not bad. Lilligant good. Lilligant busted. Oof. CC baby. They probably thought we were going to go for the Sleep Powder. We're like, nah. That ain't me. I don't need that. 1 HP Lilligant wins up. And then, like, I'm honestly looking at Kingambit being like, bro, what do you do if I just lead Kingambit? Kingambit, like, good into Flutter. Good into all of those. Is Kingambit better than Ho-Oh? That's so raw. Yeah, that Kyogre video was cool. I think Lilligant's still really good here, though, too. Who do I bring? Kingambit or Ho-Oh? We're trying to feature Kingambit today. I think I'm going to bring the Kingambit over Ho-Oh. I think Ho-Oh's a very, very good Mon, but like, who needs it? Who needs Ho-Oh? Kingambit, much better Pokemon. Now let's get into this one. Let's see what we're working on. Yeah, I think Ho-Oh is like a slow L against like Insyn Cycling. That's why like, I don't like it. Like, I feel like Fire, like a Rillaterra plus like Insyn Cycling and Brute Bonnet, I think Ho-Oh's an L. Versus like Kingambit says like, that's exactly what beats the things that beat Ho-Oh. Bro, look at this lead, bro! Yo, look at this! We even have both shiny Flutters! Alright. Here we go. Bro! Who wins? I want a speed tie. Alright, here we go. Look at this. Alright. Who wins? What happens here? What is happening? Bruh. Don't act like I'm not that guy. I am that guy. It's fine. I want to bring Lilligant out. I'm forcing your Terra, bro. I'm doing it. Don't act like I'm not forcing your Terra. I'm forcing your Terra. You need to Terrastalize or Protect. And if you don't, I'm just eating a Dazzle in the face. Oh, he waiting. Protect. Okay. Okay. No Terra! Are you really trying to win a speed tie Icy with me? Okay, we're both protecting. I was going to be like, bro, that's too deep. And then I've won every single speed tie. We take these. He's going to Icy with me, right? That's completely fine. Yep. He's going to miss on my flutter, though, and I'm going to dump him. Dump. Ah, never lucky. Okay. Cool. By the way, you still need to Icy Wind. So you should go do that right now. Give me a, that's a +1. Actually, it's going to be at +2 in like 2 seconds, bro. Yeah, let's see it. This is all the bait. We're baiting out here. On these teams, the Flutter's usually Sash. That's why I made that play. Alright, so if you Icy Wind and KO my Flutter, I get a +2 on my Gambit, and I come out with the Lilligant. And the Lilligant pins the Koraidon with the Sleep Powder, and the Sucker Punch Gambit pins their Flutter. And see how we got their Terra out of all this? Now I can just Sucker Punch the freaking that guy if I want to. Nice Terra, bro. I wonder if they're like ignoring the Flutter because they have Tire Terra. That's also an option. There's the Icy one. Oh, that's so good, right? Chef's Kiss, busty. Crit my Gambit, never lucky. Then we got that Defiant D's, please. So you're gonna, if you ignore the Flutter here too, you lose your Flutter back. So that's like one of the value plays for me. Collision Course. Hey, it's a good play. They respected the Koraidon here. I'm not giving away a restricted. Kingambit, worth it. That was pretty effective. But look at this damage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's damage. What happened? It's damage. Big damage. Okay. I want to see if they bring a fake out user. It's Callie. Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Yes. All right. Thinking. All right. Let's see what happens. I see the way. I see the lines. Lilligant's one of my favorite. I should just play Lilligant in any IC. I think it's such a good mon. I have so much faith in Lilligant. I feel like I haven't missed a Sleep Powder in like a month. I get one-turn sleeps every single time. Every time, it's always a one-turn sleep. But I feel like I've hit every Sleep Powder. I hit every Sleep Powder. It's not even like a question of if, ands, or buts. And the person that's not afraid to miss Sleep Powder is the scariest person to ever play against in any format. Flame Charge is a good play. No burn. No burn. No burn. No burn. Cool. Nah, why don't you... Sash is so good. Last mon is going to be either Brute Bonnet or in Sin. Okay. Is this Rilla? In Sin? Damn, we lost. I made a read there on the Callie. It's probably game. I think we lose to this. We'll see. I think we lose, though. Oh, they didn't play right. That's fine. They didn't make the balls deep play. I wonder if they're Rocky Helmet. Crit Lamau. Yeah, I tried to nuke that thing out of existence. That's a weird looking line. I'm gonna try this. Watch this play. Watch this and see what we think. I'm gonna block the collision course. You're gonna fake out the clip again. That's completely fine. They fake out a Koraidon, bro! Oh my gosh, that's so good. That's so good. Yo, free and sin. Okay. I think they thought I was gonna like Ghost Terra. I didn't. You can Flame Charge as a will again. I don't care. Good play. I need to win a speed tie now, but I have options. Yeah, that works for me. Actually, it's not a speed tie. I get outsped by that Koraidon. Straight up. He has +2. Maybe I should have slept. No, they didn't fake out. No, they didn't fake out. Ah, I should have sleep powdered the Koraidon then. I should have sleep powdered the Koraidon then. Blocked the fake out. Had the instant on the board. And then I see. I liked this play because it let me reset. I thought they were going to kill either of these. And then I was going to be able to reset. But yeah, let's see how this one goes. Sun's back up. I need to roll a high sleep turn on the Shadow Rider. I think that's my win con. The question is like, is that Sash Shadow Rider, right? And I think it's Sash Flutter. That's what I think. I really think it's Sash Flutter. I think that if I just rolled, like, full send the Shadow Ball into that, we get it. Would that even KO their Koraidon? I think it does. Let's see if they protect. Kyogre tried to do something. Let's see if it tried to protect. No, the Koraidon's not protecting. Flame charge my Flutter. Wow. All right. If I can KO... Oh, crit too. Wow. If I can KO your Koraidon here, and I get one more sleep on the Shadow Rider, I win. I just don't know if this KOs Koraidon. Maybe I should have used... Okay. Well, Outrage wouldn't have been the right play, right? Because it's the same base power. We just need to get a one more turn sleep on the Shadow Rider and have it not be sashed. Right? He's been asleep for 2 turns. 2 turns. It's technically the right play to do this. Because it just is always going to hit. And it's sun boosted super stab. Just more damage. If they wake up, they wake up. If they don't wake up and they're not sashed, I win. Give me that 3-turn sleep. Let's see it. He's thinking. Here's a Terra. I think even if they like use like a Psychic, I'm still gone because I've used Close Combat. But yeah, let's see it. Maybe he uses Draining Kiss, right? Let's see what kind of Shadow Rider it is. He wakes up, we lose. GG's. Ah! Protect. Yeah, it's fine. It didn't matter what he really uses. Yeah, we just needed to give him a one more turn sleep. I wanted to see if he was sashed. But I guess if he uses Astral, we'll see if it was an Orb. And we'll see if it was like a 50-50 chance to win. Because, like, I think the Sash was on their Flutter, and that's how I played this whole matchup. That was a close game, though. It was close. It came down to a 50-50 sleep turn, you know? He was asleep the first turn that he got hit by Sleep Powder. He stayed asleep last turn when I KO'd the Koraidon, and then he woke up. So, it is what it is. But, close game. I think I should have Sleep Powdered the Koraidon the turn that I went for the Leaf Blade, like, double up into that what was the Shadow Rider. I was over-respecting Shadow Rider, which I don't necessarily disagree with, but, like, I really surprised. Oh, he goes for Disable. Wait, why don't you just click Astral? Bro, what are you doing? I guess I could have clicked Outrage there. Oh, whatever. I'll click it. Yeah. Like, what? If you show Life Orb, like, I won. You know? If I just clicked Outrage, like, I was busy talking. Show me Life Orb. Show me Life Orb. Nah, he's probably sashed. That's probably just booster flutter. And, like... It is what it is. Shadow Rider, Wheezing Gigas. Wheezing Gigas versus this team. I think Ho-Oh is actually probably pretty good in a Wheezing Gigas. I wonder if they have Facade. Ho-Oh is probably really good here. Ho-Oh, Amoonguss seem like very nice. You can taunt. I guess Ho-Oh, Lilligant would be even better. I really actually kind of like Ho-Oh Lilligant. Let me think about that. That's kind of cool, right? I vibe with that. What do we think about? I'm gonna bring the Kingambit because I think that Shadow Riders played on Gigas teams are choiced. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna put my put 2 and 2 together here. Do I need Koraidon for anything in this matchup? Will it ever help? It will enable our Lilligant in some situations, but I think like Amoonguss could be just really good here. I'll bring the Koraidon. It's fine. I think that it's like probably a good mon to close out if I have a Tailwind up. Let's go. Let's try this one. I think there's a line where I actually just go coaching turn 1. Because, like, if you lead with Ogerpon, I'm about to just go coaching and be like, I don't care that you have Zenta. Yeah, let's see it. And if they lead Wheezing Gigas, like, bro, we're off to the races out here. Show me that Wheezing Gigas. Right off the rip, bro. Woo! He cooking. Oh, Lord, he cooking. Okay. Do I Tailwind here? Do I Sacred Fire? There's so many different lines that can happen right here. I think Tailwind could be good, but I don't need it in this matchup. Because if you KO the Lilligant, I get to bring out the Koraidon for free. And then I can Tailwind and do all my other things. So I actually think the right play is to just Sacred Fire. I don't think that KOs even off a coaching boost. I'm going to go for the Sacred Fire into the Gigas. No, but you're faster than me. I could just close combat Gigas too. I'm going to Sacred Fire. I'm going to Sacred Fire the Wheezing. And I'm going to coaching. If you protect Wheezing, it was fine. I like coaching here. I think coaching's good. Let's go. Ho-Oh. Yeah, Rock Tomb, bro. Crush Grip. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that's so much damage. And they're orbed. Wow. Orb Crush Grip, bro. Dude, that's nuts. That's a lot of damage. That's Citrus, and we get no burn because it's probably... Or I was going to say it's probably Cloak, but he showed Citrus, so no burn. I'm 0 for like 4 of my burns. And then Poison Gas gets a poison on these guys. Obnoxious, but not the end of the world. Okay. So I think delaying that Tailwind was actually a really good play for me. I'm going to put the Recover or the Tailwind up this turn. I wouldn't be surprised to see Gigas protect and then go for something weird. I want my burns, man. When am I ever going to get some burns? Never lucky. Life Orb Crush Grip too. That's nuts. Let's see though. Like, Protect Gigas, like, KO Lilligant is not a bad play, but it lets me get the Tailwind up. And then if we leverage advantage early, he's going to be Protect on cooldown. Oh, of course he's at 1, but this makes Crush Grip really weak. Knockoff. Great play from our opponent. Yeah, it's probably just game we just lost. That's so frustrating. He lived at like 1. Yeah. That would have been game right there. That would have been super game. We got Tailwind up. You would have had to bring out Shadow Rider. Like, it goes right into Koraidon. Like, oh my gosh, that's so frustrating. We can still win, but like, it's not looking good. The only way we win is if like they have Shadow Rider. And it's not sashed. They're probably gonna protect Shadow Rider and try and Wisp, which I think they actually can eat out all that. It's a good Zacian partner other than Ogre. Miraidon's okay with Zacian, I found. I wonder if they pivot out for Indity. Just gotta play it like this. If you protect Shadow Rider and Wisp, you gotta hit, so this is our highest % chance. I think the chance they have Indity back there is massive. So they're either going to pivot out for Indity to block Sucker, or they're going to protect Shadow Rider Wisp. I think both of them, like, this is still our best play. I don't think you ever Ironhead the Weezing. There's the Weezing pivot. They're going to Indity here, which means I think I've made the right play. Could be Ogre, I guess. That's definitely possible, Ogre Pawn, but, like, we'll see. Should be Indity, though. Yep. And we're going to see if the Shadow Rider is sashed. Seeds, okay. Honestly, if the Shadow Rider goes down here, Kingambit's a beast. Yeah, he's really trying to get the Koraidon off the board, thinking like, I'll be able to 1v1 the Gambit if I can get the Koraidon off the board. There's the Astral. Kingambit does not care. That looks like... Why would you... Nothing, bro. You get that Sash? Nope. I made the right play. Feels good. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. I was rewarded for the correct play. He's like, ugh, I hate when they have Kingambit. Bro, I know, right? We didn't sucker. We didn't take the bait. Just made the right plays. Feels great. Yeah, it's been a rough day, man. This team is like... It's hard to play this team, I think. It's very stressful. Because, like, we just keep... Like, people keep trying to shove our face in with, like, choiced Shadow Riders, man. And we're like, nope. But that's going to be game. Not that much they can do about it. We're able to finish off the Indity. We're able to finish off the Weezing. There's no redirection that can really happen. That would be important. Koraidon was the right last mon to have. There we go. So, Orichalcum Pulse is turned off right now, but it's still sunny, so we still get the boost from this, like, Fire Terra Sun boosted Flare Blitz. So it should be enough to kill the Indity, especially one that has, like, a Psy Seeds boost. Is it Water Terra? What are you doing, bro? And that's why another reason why it was good to Terra this Koraidon, so we don't just get dump trucked by Strange Team, right? Very, okay. Okay. You thought I was going to Collision Course. I'm like, nah. That's not how we do things here. Fairy Entity is pretty common on that sort of core. Any Entities that are next to like Shadow Riders are usually going to be Fairy Terra'd. Any Entities that are next to Ice Riders sometimes can go Water. Because you always got to think about what you are redirecting. Are you redirecting Dark attacks predominantly or Fire attacks predominantly? And so like, that's why you want to lock in the Flare Blitz there in that situation instead. And then, what happens here? I outspeed you, right? I don't? Never will. But that's game. Kingambit busted. Cool. I'm happy we got that win. That was almost too dicey for me, but Kingambit busted. Kingambit single-handedly was like, you gotta be this tall to ride, bro. Shadow Rider, not today. And what? Feels great. What's the problem here? Maybe I could lead Ho-Oh? Oh, I actually really like that. Ho-Oh seems bueno. What about Ho-Oh Koraidon? Does that give me what I want? That does give me what I want, actually. I'm going to leave with those two, and I'm going to bring the Amoonguss in case you get that TR on me. Probably going to be Goggle. I think Goggles and is pretty standard here, but this makes it so we don't just, like, auto-lose to a lot of stuff. I like this lead. I think this is fun. You're probably going to be Meteor Beam Lunala. Yo, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you. Got a couple follows. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by the stream. All right, let's see. As long as we're not losing to Meteor Beam Lunala, I think we're fine. So the question is, are you clicking Meteor Beam this first turn, or are you clicking... Like, what is the thing that you think you're clicking here? Yep, it's fine. I could go Ghost Terra, or sorry, I can go Grass Terra on that Ho-Oh, but I'm trying to save it. I'm gonna Respectful of Smeargle. You can fake out my Koraidon, you can Meteor Beam, you can Trick Room. I think you should just go fake out Meteor Beam this first turn, and then Trick Room, because like the longer you can delay the activation of your Trick Room, the better, because you can always just go Redirection. Fake out. Cool. They were gonna fake out a Cover Cloakmon that we saved. Ho-Oh! Sash down, and we're fishing for burns here. Any burners? 10% chance. I'm like 0 for 4 with like Sacred Fire burns, but like that Flare Blitz burn, that'd be built different. Meteor Beam. See, baited. Not letting you do that, bro. You can Meteor Beam a Kingambit. And as long as the Smeargle's not getting a Moody boost, do you see how like pinned this guy is? Do you see like how pinned he is? Quite pinned is the word. And he didn't get a Moody boost, so he's just I don't know. Not today. This is gonna look wrong, but that's good. That's the play. You forced to follow me in that situation because like the Smeargle could have pivoted to something that might have mitigated that damage, and they didn't Terra the Lunala, Chad. You didn't Terra the Lunala. You have to Terra that Pokemon. I was forcing that. You are forced to do that. Yeah, this is a Kingambit. I mean, dude, that's too much damage. Yeah, you can get your Trick Room up, but like, I'm still a Kingambit. It doesn't, I don't go anywhere. Not Terra there is wild. That's so much damage. Here's the Ice Rider. Like, do I care though? We're gonna do like high horsepower, bro. Alright, what do you have the pivots? You have an Ursh back there. Yeah. I ain't doing anything else today, bro. Nothing else is happening right now. Here's your Terra. Is it Fire Terra? Is it Water Terra? Fire. Good play. I'm trying to get your Lunala off the board. Let's see what happens. And if I don't lose my Koraidon, like, that's cool. I just want to open up a spot for Amoonguss. Like, you can KO either of these guys with, like, high horsepower or do whatever you want to do. But, like, at the same time, I think this is fine. What I really like about Sucker Punch here is it says, like, the Lunala cannot KO my Koraidon. You have to KO the Koraidon with something else, right? This just says, nope, you can swap, you can do whatever, but you can't KO the Koraidon. So if, you know, they didn't Terra the Lunala, they might not Terra the Cali, this Flare Blitz could have ripped. And you can high horsepower the Gambit, but I'm going to live because I'm Kingambit. And then I just get free hits with this? Yes, please. I'm thinking last mod might be Ursh. Oh my gosh, that's still so much damage. What? That's so much. Holy shit. Bro, no way. That's a lot of damage. That's so much damage. Indeed, great Blast Mon here for you. Do I lose? I might lose here. I don't like this. Because I have a Amoonguss, but now you're going to be able to put me to sleep. And you're going to be able to get +1s off a lot of these. We're going to be able to protect the Koraidon. Inity's the perfect last mon for you. Damn, I think I lost there. If I saved my Terra for Amoonguss, I would have won. Yeah, oh well, my fault. The only play that we can make here is hoping and praying that we're slower than their Kali, which we're not. Try our best. We are! Woo! Oh, it's alive! Never lucky! Wait, why didn't I just hit the Kali? Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. The good news is they don't get a as one boost here. He trick room, but he's trick rooming his trick room. That's cool. That's a little raw. You didn't even need to do that, bro. Okay. I think the line here is go Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh, lose Koraidon, come with Amoonguss, and then Spore win out with that. So we just have to hit here. As long as we don't lose Ho-Oh this turn, we win the game. I don't think Ho-Oh goes down because they didn't get an as one boost. Oh! If that Inity's Rocky Helmet, we could lose. Was it Rocky Helmet? I don't remember if it was. I think it was Rocky Helmet. Is Ho-Oh gonna die? If Ho-Oh dies, we probably lose. We need to hit the Inity here because it has Follow Me. Yep, Rocky Helmet. No, do I die? Live, oh, live, live, live. The boy who lived! The boy who lived! Yo! 2 HP, baby! Oh, we're gaming. Alright. What's the play here? Trick Room turns are 3. Honestly, the right play is Sacred Fire. It's not Recover and Spore. And we just double Sacred Fire. That's the play. I know it looks terrible, but I don't have the time to recover here. Yeah. Maybe they can wake up here. I don't have the time to recover. Let me actually look at this. Hold on. 2 turns on Trick Room. If you get a 1-turn sleep wake up here, I lose. Recover Palm Buff. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to recover Palm Buff. That's what I was looking at. If you get a wake up here, I lose. Okay. Alright, this is the second to last. This is the last turn of Trick Room. Alright. So the play here is you're going to try and Lance me to the best of your abilities. Which means Lance wouldn't KO Ho-Oh. But it could KO Amoonguss. So that means the right play would just be try and absolutely run your face in with both of these. It's not that much damage, but there's no reason to protect. I think the right play there might have also been to like Brave Bird last turn and go Pollen Puff, Ho-Oh, Brave Bird, and then like I wouldn't have ever had to click Recover. But we take those. We take them. Whew. Yeah, I think if I went Pollen Puff, Ho-Oh, Brave Bird into them being asleep there, I think the play that I made like needed them to be asleep at least twice. But I think I could have gotten away with, you know, not recovering and just clicking Brave Bird. See, I really like Lilligant versus that board, but I think that Gambit's probably just a little bit safer. Let's try it. Let's just try these. Let's try these. I think the Flutter could have a lot of value in this matchup. Flutter's a great lead into Sableye, I think. I think it's a really underrated lead into Sableye. I think it's viable into things like Zenta. It's great in a Raging Bolt. Like, I vibe with it here. And we don't know what kind of Shadow Rider that is, but like if they're not leading with it, that tells me that it's not sashed. That's just that's my intuition, I guess. Let's see. And if they lead with it, it is. Alright, so I think the Sableye is sashed. That's my guess here. Yeah. What you got there, Ben? What you doing over there? You gonna go quash? You gonna go fake out? You gonna go screen? You gonna pivot? Oh my gosh, something pivoting. This, whatever mon's pivoting here is big sad. Is it Amoonguss? Is it Bolt? Amoonguss about to be gone. Gone. And I want to see if they go like Fire Terra Zenta. Getting their Zenta Terra off their board so early is great because now the Shadow Rider can't defensive Terra. Dragon. Oh, Tank, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your donation. Donation accepted. Wow. I didn't know this guy was a supporter of the channel, helping us get these free wins. Ooh, look at that damage. You can take out the Flutter here with the Behemoth Bash. Go nuts. Heavy Slam. Go nuts. We did our thing. Uh-huh. Yeah. Damage. Oof. Can I get a burn? Yes, we finally got one. First time wins up. Alright, so Sableye probably has Encore, and then they have Shadow Rider in the back, so I have to play this correctly. The way I'm looking at this, I don't really care. Yeah, I'm going to go Tailwind. And I'm going to go with a Flare Blitz into the Amoonguss. And if you would like to body press my Koraidon, that's fine. See how you're not body pressing the Koraidon? It's kind of nice, right? There's a free Tailwind on the board here. And then your Sableye is going to come out and it's going to Encore my Ho-Oh. And that's fine. Don't care. Don't care. You ain't gonna come out with Shadow Rider right here. That ain't a thing. And I'm really trying to see what kind of Sableye this set this is. Do you wisp me? I'm gaming. I don't care if you wisp, you're still gonna die. Let's go. You're gonna Encore the Ho-Oh. Rip it. Rain Dance. Okay. That's fine too. Rain Dance, good move. Not good enough. Huh. Sash. Alright, so the Shadow Rider is not Sash, which means we preserve our Gambit, we win the game. Body press Koraidon, that's fine. Absolutely fine to lose that guy. We pin. I think we pin. I just got to get the Sableye off the board. Yeah, so we do. Yep, I vibe with that. I don't want them to protect Sableye. Right? That's what we don't want to see, is protect Sableye. Because I think their Shadow Rider is spexed. Or Life Orb. Or, like, Shadow Rider gets checked by Sucker Punch. Protect there's fine. Honestly, it doesn't matter. We just gotta get the Sable off the board. Wisp. Into the Gambit! What? He just Wisped a Gambit? What? Oh, that's so... What? What? I'm, like, actually saying, like, what? Are you for real? That's Gambit! Oh, my God. I'm so sad. Oh, well. I mean, I think we could still win, but, like, probably not. Oh, my God. That's so dumb. Probably just lost because of that. I can't believe the Wisp Gambit. I'm a Dark type. You still have to Sucker Punch it, but at the same time, like, we probably lose. If they have to protect on Shadow Rider, they win. They might still die to this, but, like, we'll see. It's the right play. There was nothing else on Sable I could have done, so, like, I don't blame them for that play. But let's see. If this is, like, Spec Shadow Rider, we have a good shot to KO it. Sucker Punch is still going to do, like, 60%. Yeah. Yeah, they're still dead. Cool. Hey, the Spec Shadow Rider, man. Spec Shadow Rider. Not good. Hard to use. Not value. Okay. We do outvalue Zenta with Ho-Oh, I believe. Just gonna take a little bit. 2 turns Rain. No more Tailwind. They have the defense boost. We're just gonna start fishing for burns, I think. Yeah, 1 burn in this game because we have Recover. Yeah, battle's canceled. They know what we got. We got Recover too. So, whew, Gambit made it work. But like, holy moly, man! I can't believe he whisked me like that. That was so raw.